Tiny specks of anything and everything do matter. Matter does matter. And all matter is made up of atoms. And in the same way that every body is special, each atom is also special. Man, how many times did I say matter in that sentence alone? An atom is made up of 3 particles: electrons, protons, and neutrons. So this is how it all went down. Proton was like, hey buddy, let's join together. And neutron was like, meh, sure, whatever. Together they formed the nucleus. And the electron, being negative as always, was like, no. And with that, the electron began orbiting the nucleus. And after all of that, the atom was born, and it is the smallest particle in which you can divide the element and still be made of the same substance. But we know that there are many different substances in the universe. Just how many are there? To answer that, we need to go back to the periodic table. The periodic table lists 118 elements. Man, that's a lot of elements. Each element is made up of a unique atom. This depends on how many protons there are in the atom. We call this the atomic number. For example, hydrogen is made up of 1 proton. Helium has 2 protons. Carbon has 6 and oxygen has 8. Silver has 47 and gold has 79, and so on and so forth. But what about atoms with different numbers of neutrons? Well, if we take a hydrogen atom and take out all the neutrons, we get protium. Add 1 neutron, we get deuterium. Add another one, we get tritium. These variations are called isotopes, where atoms with the same proton have different numbers of neutrons. In other words, they have different atomic mass. Did you know that carbon alone, which makes up around 1/5 of the human body, has 15 isotopes? There are so many isotopes of different elements that we need to go beyond the periodic table we know and love. Well, love is a strong word. We need a nuclide chart. What's a nuclide chart, you say? Well, it's the periodic table, but more complicated. Compared to the 118 elements in the periodic table, the nuclide chart has more than 3,000 isotopes of various elements. And you thought memorizing the periodic table was bad. Now, many isotopes have around the same number of protons and neutrons in their atoms. But what happens when an atom has too many neutrons, or too few? The nucleus ends up becoming unstable. It has to release its excess energy. We call that radiation. And I hear you saying, what's radiation? Well, that's a topic for another day. Like this video, find out more in www.facebook.com/PNRIDOST for more videos like this. Like this video, comment below, and share with your friends.